The 10th Planet Episode 4 is one of the most desired missing episodes of Doctor Who. Over the last 30 years we've had fan reconstructions, official reconstructions and animations. This begs the question, is there anything left to find out about this episode? But if we start to dig through the telesnaps, the clips and the camera script, there are some interesting bits not caught by the reconstructions or by the animation. As the episode comes towards its climax, Mondas disintegrates and the Cybermen quickly do the same. This is the interesting bit. From the 8mm film reel, we have a small snippet of footage of Ben's line, "Hey look!"
Hey look!
Which is followed by the space adventure music cue. The reconstructions and animations depict the Cybermen collapsing and disintegrating at this point in line with the music cue. But I've started to believe that this is not how it looked on screen. So let's have a look at the evidence. Let's start with the 8mm clip of Ben. We can tell from the background of this clip that he's standing near the monitors at the right hand side of the tracking room. Now the first person to notice that Mondas is disintegrating is the radar technician, so it's logical to assume that the rest of the characters would gather around his monitor screen. Similar action takes place in earlier episodes of this story. If Ben is standing roughly in this position on the set, what is he looking at in this 8mm clip? If we look at his eye line, he's looking down at something. If he was witnessing the Cybermen starting to collapse, remembering their height, surely he'd be looking up. Let's move to the telesnaps. If we accept that these images are in the correct sequence, we have the radar technician, a telecine shot of Mondas, the Cybermen in the tracking room, a shot of Mondas melting, a close-up of Dyson, and then two images of dead, disintegrated Cybermen. When trying to match these images to where they would go with the soundtrack, it begs the question, at what point do we get this shot of the Cybermen, who look like they're beginning to collapse? What does the camera script tell us? Annoyingly, the camera script for episode 4 is not the most reliable of sources, but it can help give us a bit of an indication. After the close-ups of the characters and the model shot of Mondas, Ben turns around, delivers his line, and then we have high-angle shots of dead Cybermen. There is also an instruction that the Cybermen are being seen to collapse at this point, but, as I said, the camera script is not the most reliable of sources. So here is my theory. As the Snowcap staff turn to watch Mondas beginning to break up, the Cybermen in the tracking room start to be affected and list about. We then cut to the remaining dialogue and model shots. Ben then turns round and he looks down to see the already dead Cybermen, the shots of which are accompanied by the space adventure musical sting. And to help you out, and to illustrate this a little bit better, this is how I think the scene played out.
Just look at Mondas. I can't believe it. Fantastic. It looks as if it's melting. It's falling to bits.
The end of Mondas.
Hey, look.
I think this all goes to show that even if we think we know these missing episodes inside out, from the telesnaps, the camera scripts and the surviving clips, there will always be something that we don't know and that we might have missed.